Hello everybody and welcome back to another cooking video. So today we're going to be making vegan beef stew in our Instant Pot. So when I was little, my dad and I used to always eat beef stew like out of a can and it was just terrible for you and filled with sodium, but I used to really like it. So today we're going to be making a much healthier, much more delicious, nutritious version of that, and we will go ahead and get cooking. Start off, we just need to chop all of our vegetables. So for the veggies today, I'm using 3 stalks of celery, 3 carrots, 2 potatoes that I am gonna peel, approximately 10 Brussels sprouts, a wedge of purple cabbage, a medium head of broccoli, about a half of a head of cauliflower, and a handful of green beans. And also half of a yellow onion and 3 cloves of garlic. Okay, and now I'm just gonna go ahead and chop all of my veggies. I'm just doing a rough chop on everything, not worrying about getting it too small or too perfect, just cutting my Brussels sprouts in half and cutting my broccoli and cauliflower into little florets. And whenever you're chopping anything in the kitchen, you wanna make sure that your knife is nice and sharp. It really just makes a world of difference and makes the job so much easier, and you are much more likely to hurt yourself and cut a finger with a dull knife than you are with a sharp knife. I have definitely made that mistake. All right, and we're almost done with the chopping, so I'm just dicing up this onion, and then I'm also going to dice up my garlic nice and small until it's pretty fine. And now it is time to start the fun part. Okay, so go ahead and turn your Instant Pot onto saute mode, and then you're just gonna add your onions, garlic, and your celery. And now I'm gonna add a little splash of water so nothing sticks to the pan. And then I'm gonna saute this up for a few minutes until the onions become translucent. Okay, so after you've sauteed everything up for a few minutes, go ahead and turn your pan off. And then I'm adding 4 cups of boiling water. And for the broth today, I'm using this Better Than Bouillon no beef base, and it's like a beef flavored vegan broth. You can find it at most grocery stores. And then I'm adding 1 tablespoon of bouillon into the water that we just added to the pot. And you're just gonna stir that up and let the bouillon dissolve. And now I'm just adding a half of a teaspoon of some sea salt and half of a teaspoon of some fresh ground black pepper. I'm adding half of a teaspoon of some ground coriander, half of a teaspoon of thyme, and half of a teaspoon of rosemary. All right, so now it's time to add all of the vegetables as well as the potatoes. So now for the quote-unquote beef in this recipe. I'm using a whole bag of these Gardein home-style beefless tips. Okay, so now the only thing left to do is kind of stir it around and make sure that everything is coated with a little bit of moisture. And then we are just going to pop on our lid, make sure it's sealed, and turn the valve onto the sealing position. And we are just going to pressure cook it for 3 minutes. And you're good to go. Okay, so after it's done cooking and you've released all the pressure, I do a quick release most of the time. Your beef stew is going to be ready to serve. I mean, obviously it's gonna be a little hot, but it is gonna be ready to serve, and it is gonna smell delicious, and the veggies are gonna be super tender. So I'm gonna go ahead and dish myself up some of this vegan goodness. And voila, here is the finished product. All right, everybody, so thank you very much for watching. I hope that you give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and also subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. And as always, I sure hope you stay vegan, my friends. Stay vegan.